I want to start off by congratulating Andy, the coaching staff, the players, our entire leadership team on a hard-fought win tonight and clinching another AFC West division title. It's a tremendous accomplishment. My hat goes off to Andy and the players for sticking with it. Obviously, tonight was another very close game. It seems like every time we play the Chargers, the games are like this, and we certainly overall have had a bunch like that this year. Go ahead and open it up.
Mark, to that point, I think this is the sixth or seventh time, depending on how you evaluate it, that you guys won on the last play. What's that like from your perspective over these last couple of months?
Well, I'm certainly glad that we've ended up on the winning side of those games. As we've been going through it, I've thought a lot about last year, where we had a lot of close games, and they tended to go the other way, particularly in November and December. We really had a challenging stretch. So it's a credit to the level of competition in the National Football League. All these guys are professionals. They're very talented. And, our guys have hung in there and found ways to get the W at the end of the game.
I hope I phrase this right. When you guys won the first of these AFC West titles, it was a kind of breakthrough than it is now. Do you remember what that meant then, and what does it do for the franchise now to keep winning?
Yeah. Well, you certainly never take them for granted. I do think in a lot of ways when you do something for the first time, it's more special, and that was not the first time we'd ever won the division. But when we started this streak of 9, I think we were all really excited. We didn't know what was ahead of us. It's been a very special time period for the Kansas City Chiefs, an amazing era of Chiefs football, and the credit for that goes to Andy, Brett, and their staffs. They've just done a phenomenal job. And I ought to mention the injuries this year. We certainly have had a lot of injuries, particularly at the receiver position. And Brett and his team have done a fantastic job every week, finding a solution, finding somebody who can come in and help us.
Just considering all the roster moves, it's clear the organization's all in on 3 titles in a row. I was just wondering how important, I know a long way to go, but how important is that as far as from your perspective and wanting to accomplish that?
Yeah. Obviously, it's a big goal for us. Winning the Super Bowl is the goal every year. If we do it this year, we'll do something that no NFL team has ever done, which is really special. We try to balance that with the long-term perspective. Our goal is to consistently compete for championships, and you've got to be thoughtful in your roster management when you're trying to do that. But Brett and his guys do a tremendous job with that. He's found guys that work within our limited salary cap resources, and they've been able to come in and contribute. DJ Humphries is an example of that tonight.
What's been your direction to Brett and Andy about balancing that, trying to win a 3rd straight, but also not jeopardizing future years? What's been your direction?
It's really been no different than it's been since they've been here. We've tried to be thoughtful about making sure we're giving ourselves the best chance to win this year, but also putting ourselves in a position where we can win next year and the year after that. As I think about it, head coaches are very much focused on the year at hand, and really they're focused on the week at hand. A really good general manager will be thinking not only about this year, but about the next couple of years. And I think it's part of my role to help the organization think long term. But certainly we have an opportunity to do something, as I said, that's never been done, and we're definitely all in on it.
So when you say it's been part of your role to think long-term, help them think long-term, what's been your direction there in that regard?
Well, we want to put the best team we can on the field every year, and it's just a balance. It's a balancing act, right? You've got the salary cap, and you've got to work with that. It has limitations. To some degree, you can pull some of the salary cap forward if you need to help you in a particular situation like we've had this year, and we've done that a little bit.
On that front, on the injury side, I think I just saw you meeting DJ Humphries for the first time as you were walking through the locker room. You've met a lot of people this year. More injuries and things like that than you've ever had?
Well, I'm sure it feels like that, but statistically, probably not. I'm sure we could go back and find a year where we've had more injuries, but it feels like we've had a lot of very important injuries. That was actually not the first time I'd met DJ. We had a chance to say a quick hello in the hall a week ago, but I hadn't had a chance to visit with him, see how his family's doing, see if he's found a place to live. So it was good to be able to do that.
Last one, go ahead. Just fun stuff. SMU, college football playoff. You stay up late and watch the game?
Well, I did one better than that. I actually attended the game. And it was an amazing game, an amazing comeback. Didn't go SMU's way last night, but today they got the good news that they made the playoffs, which is an incredible achievement in their first year in a power conference.